Welcome to our ThreeDify Designer tutorials. Over the next few minutes you will learn how to use the grouping features within ThreeDify Designer to prepare a large object for your 3D scene. When working with large objects that contain many different components, you can turn on hardware rendering mode by deselecting the Use Software Rendering checkbox to speed up rendering. If not all of the mesh objects in your scene are solid meshes, you may want to turn off the Cull Back Faces option to see all faces in your model by left-clicking it with your mouse. Select the File menu to begin. Select the Import menu item. Select the Open button of the File Type combo box by left-clicking it with your mouse. Select the file name Computer OBJ. Select the Open button. First we will get a better view of the object we will be working on. Select the Zoom All icon on the toolbar. We'll start by separating the object into several different components. Select the Model tab by left-clicking it with your mouse. Before using the Separate Component command, we should spin a little to get a feel for the shape of the object. Click the Arc Ball Spin button. We'll rotate our computer so that it's facing us. Click the Looking North button. Click the Separate Components button. The Separate Components command will break a selected 3D mesh into separate components so that you can further enhance your design. All you need to do is click on the mesh you want to break down. First let's delete unwanted objects. Click the Delete button on the toolbar. We'll delete two shapes in our 3D model. Once the first shape is deleted, you can continue to click the second shape without selecting the Delete button again, as the Delete command is sticky. Click the Zoom All button. The monitor has more than one component as well. Select Separate Components. Now you would left-click over the monitor to separate the components of this object, just as I have done here. Click the Unselect All Objects button. Select the Browse tab to bring up a list of all of the components associated with our object. We can see that there are quite a few components in our design. We will use the grouping feature to recolor components more efficiently. There are several ways that you can see which one of the many components you are working on. Click the Select Object button. When you have this button selected, you can left-click on any component you would like to modify, and its associated name in the tree view will be highlighted. Double-click the Mesh 15 object. Notice the box beside the object named Mesh 15 has become blue. This indicates that you have selected that component. Another way to find out the name of a component is by double-clicking an object item in the tree view. Double-click the Mesh 111 object. Now we can see a pink object highlighted in front of our computer tower, and the box beside the object named Mesh 111 has turned blue to indicate that we have selected that object. Click the Close button to exit this dialog. We'll group our components into color categories for easier modification. To do this, you would right-click over your folder that represents the file you just imported. Select the New Group menu item by left-clicking it with your mouse. Type light gray into the highlighted text box, then press Enter. I've right-clicked over your folder at the top of your screen to add a second group. Select the New Group menu item again. We'll name this group Dark Gray by typing it into the highlighted text box and pressing Enter. I've right-clicked your folder again to add a third group. Select the New Group menu item. Type white into the highlighted text box, then press Enter. Now we'll begin to add our objects into our newly created groups. To select objects that are listed consecutively, you can select the first and last object while holding down the Shift key. I have selected Mesh 10 to Mesh 120 by using the Shift Select command. To select objects that are not listed consecutively, press the Ctrl key as you click over the next object you would like to add. I have selected Mesh 124. I'll add a few more objects to this group as well by using the Shift and Command Select features. Once you have selected all of the objects you would like to add to a group, you would right-click over a highlighted object's name to bring up your list of options. I have right-clicked the Mesh 20 object. Select the Move to Group menu item. This will bring up a list of all of your groups. Select the light gray group to add all of your selected objects to that group. Notice that all of the objects we selected are now listed under the light gray group. We'll continue to select objects for our other groups by using our Shift and Command Select options. Select the Move to Group menu item to add our selected objects to another group. Select the group named White. I will collapse our group so we can see our objects more easily. To do this, you would just click the minus sign beside each group. Click the Move to Group menu item. Select the dark gray group. We'll collapse this group as well by selecting the minus sign beside the group name. Double-click the group named White to begin modifying our design. Click the Open button of the RGB combo box to change the color of every file in our White group at the same time. Select White from the Color Swatch menu. Click the Apply button. Select the Close button to close this dialog and see the color changes you have made. Double-click the dark gray group now to modify the colors in that group as well. Click the Open button of the RGB combo box. Select the dark gray color from the Color Swatch menu. Click Apply. Click Close. Double-click the light gray group to make some changes there as well. Click the Open button of the RGB combo box. Select the light gray color from the Color Swatch menu. Select Apply. Click Close. Select the Mesh 21 object at the top of your tree by double-clicking over it with your mouse. Select the Open symbol of the RGB combo box. Select the blue color swatch. Click Apply. Select the Close button. Now that we have made the appropriate color changes to our design, we'll change the relative positions of the tower and the monitor. To do that, we need to regroup them into different groups. We'll start by exploding the group they are currently in. I have right-clicked the light gray group to bring up our Tree View context menu. Select the Explode Group menu item. I will right-click the dark gray group to explode the group as well. Select the Explode Group menu item. Lastly, I have right-clicked the group named White. Click the Explode Group menu item to release the objects of the group as well. We now only require two groups. One for the computer tower and one for the monitor and accessories. I have right-clicked over the White group so we can delete it. Select the Delete Empty Group menu item. I've right-clicked over the group named Light Gray now to change the name of the group. Select the Rename menu item by left-clicking over it with your mouse. Type Tower into the highlighted text box, then press Enter. I'll change the name of our dark gray group as well. Now I will add the objects to each group by using the Shift and Command Select features. Click the Unselect All Objects button. Click the Move Object button now to move the tower away from the monitor. Once you've selected the Move Object button, you would simply left-click on the object or group you would like to move and drag your mouse in the direction you would like to move it to. Click the Unselect All Objects button again. Now your design is ready to add to a 3D scene. Select the File menu at the top of your screen to save it for future use. Select the Save As menu item. We'll save our design to our desktop. Left-click over the desktop item now. Type computer model into the highlighted text box, then press Save. Thank you for viewing our tutorial. If you have any comments or questions, or you would like to download our fully interactive tutorials, feel free to visit our website at www.threedify.com.